This match is a welterweight bout between Simba Hokonya from Box Africa up against Admire Moyo of the Zimbabwe National Army Boxing Club. This is a welterweight bout, and Admire Moyo will be in the blue corner, and Simba Hokonya will be in the red corner. And the referee in this match is Mr. Reinforcement Matasha. We are at Chegutu Arms. This broadcast is brought to you by ZBC TV, courtesy of Video Promotions Africa. Moyo just trying to find his pace in this match. Looking very powerful and quick. That's Moyo. See there, Simba is up against the ropes. He's trying to find a way out. Trying to retaliate now. A powerful boxer, that's Simba. But I can tell you one thing for a fact. Admire Moyo will give him a lot to think about. Big blows coming through from Admire there. Admire failing to guard. Those counter punches are counting from Simba. He needs to be careful when he's going into the attack, that's Admire. But I can commend him for his agility. He'll keep on coming at you despite those counter punches coming through. Even if they land, he will still keep coming. He's a tenacious one, this one. Simba now looking quite tactful in his stance. Looking quite tactful in his stance, and got quite a bit of drive in him. But I know God, they see those big right hands coming through from Admire Moyo, hitting the jaw of Simba Hokonya. Big blows there coming through from Admire. Simba just switching between stances. Orthodox and Southpaw just switching between stances. If he's caught in the middle of that transition, you'll find himself on the ground, because it's very dangerous. You lose balance when you're changing stances like that. Simba, even his leg work needs a bit of practice there, because he's standing square-footed. Both legs are on the same length, on the same level, so he won't be as rooted to the canvas as Admire. Big blows coming through again from Admire. So you can see his hind leg is well rooted to the ground. Can't let him fall. Good stance by Admire. Simba is struggling to find his position exactly in this whole ring, as big as it is. He's failing to find a position where he's comfortable. Sometimes he's on the attack, sometimes he's on the defense. And there it is. So I can safely report that in this first round, Admire Moyo is controlling the rhythm of the match. You see there, even when he's on the defense, he will still attack. That big uppercut coming through from Admire Moyo. Those big lengthy hands, he's putting them to good use. Those jabs, those big right hands, those number 2 punches, he's putting them to big use, to good use. And I must say, his physique as well. It's quite intimidating being in a ring with someone like that, because he found his rhythm in the match quite early. In the corner there, and that's Simba Hokonya. Now we're looking at Admire Moyo, and prefers to stand during the intervals. And I think Hokonya here has a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do in terms of trying to recover and find his own comfortable post in the ring, a comfortable position where you can control the rhythm of the match, because it's all about controlling the rhythm of the match. If you are being controlled, then there's no way you can determine the pace of the match. Second round is underway here at Chegutu Arms. In this welterweight bout between Simba Hokonya of Box Africa and Admire Moyo of Zimbabwe National Army. Admire Moyo in the all blue costume here. Big blows coming through from Admire Moyo. Hokonya here failing to launch an attack. Big blows coming through from Admire Moyo. Looking even more tenacious than he was in the first round. Hokonya failing to even see the target where he needs to hit. I think Hokonya is somehow accepted that he's behind. And it's affecting his ability to attack here. Skill-wise, I think he's struggling to connect the right dots, find the right punches, find the right target, find the right means to an attack here, because every time he's being given a little space to think, it's being closed by those big hands of Admire Moyo. What an attack by Admire Moyo. Good advance as well. Hokonya here. A bit reluctant there to throw that big uppercut. I think it will help him if he starts to use those powerful punches like uppercuts and hooks. But it will do him no advantages here if he tries to fight Admire Moyo from a distance like he's trying to do, because Admire Moyo is quite tall. Therefore, advancing towards the opponent will only take him 1 or 2 steps. So Simba Hokonya here has to come close to him, get close to him, and start using those powerful punches, those uppercuts, those hooks, if he wants to make any damage on Admire Moyo. Because trying to fight Admire from a distance like that, it's quite dangerous. Admire Moyo's arms are quite lengthy and powerful as well. Switching stances, that's Admire Moyo. Now in the orthodox position. The left leg in front. Whereas Simba Hokonya prefers to counter with southpaw stance, with his right leg in front. Difficult there because the jabs will collide in mid-air. Well, the powerful hands are behind, but it will do Simba Hokonya no advantages there, because his number 2 punch will never get to Hokonya before Hokonya gets to him, simply because of the height advantage. He's up against the ropes. That's Hokonya. Doing himself no favors here. He should try as much as possible to stay out of those squeeze spaces, and he's on the ground. Perhaps he slipped from the corner. There it is at the end of the second round. Saved by the bell there, that's Simba Hokonya. Saved by the bell. See that big right hand of Admire Moyo swinging to the abs of Simba Hokonya. I think Admire here is trying to utilize those body shots, weakening the opponent, instead of going for the head, like what most boxers would do at this stage. He's trying to go for the body instead. Despite his advantage, his height, he's trying to go for the body instead. Hokonya doing himself no favors. They're fighting in the corners. They will be quite slippery because of the water that the boxers take in the intervals of the match. I would highly discourage fighting in the corners there. It's better to move around the ring. Find a spot, like I said earlier, find a spot where you're comfortable to say, at this stage, I can launch an attack or I can defend comfortably. There is we're underway in the third and final round of this open boxing welterweight bout between Simba Hokonya and Admire Moyo. Yet Chegutu arms. At the center of the ring there, I think Simba is trying to find a way to knock the opponent here, because that's the only way he's going to win this match. Through a knockout. Because on points, I think is well behind. He hasn't been throwing that many punches, and the few that he threw did not land quite well. This broadcast is brought to you by ZBC TV, courtesy of Video Promotions Africa. We are at Chegutu Arms, this open boxing tournament. By more just sizing up the opponent. Movement left and right is quite poor again in this match. I must say, on the part of both boxers. They're spending too much time in that blue corner there. not utilizing the size of the ring. Movement left and right. Much better coming through from Simba Hokonya. But sloppy punches there. You can see he's, from my angle, I think he's using the in glove quite a lot. The inside part of his glove, which is not allowed. It's dirty boxing. His cam guard is out. The referee will just allowing him to stand in the corner so that his trainers can adjust that situation. An experienced referee, reinforcement Matasha, in charge of this match. Good movement coming through from Moyo, taking his time, seeing the target before he advances to pounce on it. See big movements coming through from Hokonya here. I think it has clicked that he needs a knockout if he's going to win this match. Good weave there coming through from Hokonya. Now seeing those punches coming through from Moyo. If he had started the match like that, seeing all those punches that were coming through for him, I think he would be in a much better position in this match so far. Trying to find a way through to Moyo. That's Simba Hokonya. But Admire is a tough opponent. He's good defensively and on the attack as well. It's difficult to find a way through, and his physique, he's quite a large individual, so to say. And he's very active physically. It's difficult to find a way through there. And there it is, the end of the match. It won't be a very difficult one to call this one, but we'll just see. It is a sport after all. The judges might surprise us. You can see on the replay again that time when Simba Hokonya was in a sticky situation against those ropes, taking on the onslaught coming through from Moyo. Good bobbing and weaving from Moyo there, seeing the punch coming through and just finding a way to avoid it completely. Those big lengthy arms of Moyo there, giving Simba Hokonya hard time. A good crowd here at Chegutu Arms just came out to support the sport in the community. A good day for boxing in the town of Chegutu. Just await the decision by the judges, the announcement of the winner of the match, and there it is, Moyo being pronounced the official winner of this match. A good bout by Moyo, but I think Simba Hokonya has a lot to do when he gets back to the gym, particularly attacking wise, defensively as well. A lot of work to be done. But otherwise, a good bout, a good show of sportsmanship as well from Simba Hokonya, just opening the ropes there for his opponent to leave them.